What's going on, YouTube? It is week 4 of the college football season, and Auburn will be taking on, number 8 Auburn, by the way, will be taking on Texas A&M in College Station. Texas A&M comes into this game ranked number 17 in the country, coming off a win over FCS playoff participant Lamar out of Texas last week. Go ahead and like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. All right, so within week 4, got some news out of Auburn that highly regarded recruit out of Mississippi, Louisville, Mississippi, by the way, Charles Moore, a very highly regarded defensive lineman out of that particular class, was one that I cited during my initial stages of doing these videos on YouTube that I felt Auburn actually needed coming into the season. I thought that he would be a guy that would immediately provide some depth. I thought that he had the size, and I thought that his skill set would transfer over immediately to Power 5 football. As it turns out, Derek Hall seems to be the guy that Auburn is really looking at as far as playing time. He seems to have emerged and separate himself as far as the defensive linemen that were recruited in the 2019 class. As it turns out, Charles Moore has decided to transfer. Now, at the beginning of his commitment and, so going back to signing day, Charles Moore actually signed with Auburn, but also signed with a junior college then. So this doesn't particularly come as a shock to me that Charles Moore, he just seemed iffy. You know how you kind of have that vibe where just something just seems iffy? As a matter of fact, in the enterprise that I'm in professionally, you have associates that I like to call shakies. You can tell that they're not totally sold on what's going on. Their accents show it. They show up to work late. They do stuff like that. That's kind of how I felt about Charles Moore. He just never struck me as a guy, just looking at his vibe, that was really excited about Auburn football. Okay. And out of all the guys that were recruited in this 2019 class, defensive line wise, he's the only guy that hasn't played up to this point. So that could be some evidence of maybe some work ethic issues, maybe some attitudinal issues, kind of like what we've seen in the past from some players. And, I think this is not necessarily a blow to the Auburn football team. I mean, if you have a guy that doesn't necessarily want to be there and is going to be an issue for the team, you wish him well, but go ahead and get those types of players out of the way, and maybe he can go to junior college and, do whatever he needs to do to develop himself both personally and with his approach to the football game. But in the meantime, you wish every kid well, because this is their futures. They have to do what's best for them. And I think Charles Moore is a very gifted athlete. And, like I said, all of the things that I'm saying as far as the intangibles about Charles Moore is highly speculative. Now, I guarantee you at least some of what I'm saying is probably spot on about Charles Moore. But I really, really think that he has the ability, no matter where he goes to where he ends his college career, if he continues to develop himself, he has the opportunity to be a very, very good football player. Best wishes to Charles Moore. Definitely enjoyed covering him during the recruiting process. I thought was an incredible talent, and his talent was going to immediately transfer as an Auburn Tiger. But just like with any company, you're going to have some attrition, meaning people who are going to leave during the process. All right, guys, that's my take on Charles Moore transferring out of Auburn. He had to get on out of there and get to a junior college to try this thing again. Go ahead and like this video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports. Auburn got some more content to come regarding Texas A&M. I think we're going to talk about the quarterbacks of this game. We know that Kellen Mond, of course, is going to play. Auburn still kind of dealing with what the fans are creating as a quarterback controversy. I don't think the coaches are feeling all that quarterback controversy stuff. But the fans are still kind of at odds as to who they want to represent Auburn as the quarterback. But I'm telling you, in this Texas A&M game, both of these guys are going to play. Go ahead and click the bell so that you will always get notifications when I come on, which is very often Until next time, it's always great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.